Hey, how you doing? Hope you're all good. I am here with my first ever Sims 3 world. This is why there hasn't been a video for over a month, because I've been hard at work at this. This world took over a year to make. I've always said on my channel, even on my old channel, that I wanted to finally make a Sims 3 world, get it finished, and I've finally done it. So I'm just gonna give you some details before I start. So when you go to the download page, if you do want to download this world, you will need to get the save file if you want the world to be populated. If you do not want it to be populated, you don't care about that, you want to populate it yourself, then you don't need the save file. But I have corrected some issues that I found later on when I was playtesting it. So if you don't want any issues and you want a populated world, then this is the world save that you'll need. I'll have all of that stuff in the download section, but it will be called Littlewood Haven save. And as you can see here, I've already made the Goths. I've made the Sims 4 version of the Goths into the Sims 3, and I've gave them like a little backstory. You're going to see a lot of iconic townies from the Sims 4 in this world. So yeah, you can see here it just says the Goths recently moved to Littlewood Haven and are the most famous Sims in town. Bella has starred in blockbuster movies and Mortimer is a famous author. Some say Bella sold her soul to the Grim Reaper after her disappearance. Bella wants her children to follow in her footsteps, whilst Mortimer wants them to live a normal life. What will their future hold? I hope that you like that. I've also done Eliza and Bob Pancakes as well as their kid. So I'm going to click play and show you what the world map looks like. Alright, so this is what it looks like from the world map view in Edit Town. I just want to give off some details before I get started and start showing you the lots. So I've built this on a small map. I was originally going to do a medium one, but that literally would have taken 2 years to complete, probably more, knowing me, because I'm very slow at building, and this game doesn't really have the best build. Like, well, it does. It has a good build mode, but it's very slow to build in, and I lagged quite often, so I'm very glad that I chose to do this on a small map, let me just say that. And I could also make it look as detailed as possible. Like, the vibe that I was going for is I wanted this to be a very, like, beach town, paradise kind of looking. So this is the vibe that I was going for. I wanted the lots to be closer together. I didn't need the lots to be too big, you know, because the community lots, most of them are rabbit holes, but I wanted to build them actually myself so the world looks a bit more alive and real instead of it just being one of those rabbit hole buildings. I've gone and built all of the community lots myself and just added the CC custom rabbit hole rugs. But I'll show you all of the details on how to download the world at the end of this video, but I don't know where to start off. I think I just want to give you like the vibe of this world first, so I'm just gonna read out a few of these descriptions and hopefully you get the vibe that I'm going for. So this is the Foxwood School of Learning, and like I said, I've done the whole interiors and I've added these custom rabbit hole rugs, so I just really wanted to put effort into this, and this is why it took so long. But this is the FWSOL, prides itself on teaching students the key parts of life. This school doesn't just offer professional skills for your career, but actually teaches you how to survive and thrive in the world. From teaching you how to do your taxes, how to be your own business person, how to be spiritually advanced, and also the basics on how to cook, clean, organize, respect others and your environment, and how to defend yourself. Funded by LWH Town Hall. I've added the funded by LWH Town Hall in a few of these, like the hospital and the church. But that's the vibe that I'm going for. I want this to be a world that you'd actually want to live in. Imagine this in real life. This is a world that we should be living in, not the frigging world that we've got in real life. You don't even get taught how to do your taxes. You don't get taught in school how to grow your own food. You know, in many schools anyway. I didn't really get taught that stuff, and you know, it should be something that you have to be taught, like how to cook, how to clean, how to organise, all of these things. It should be taught at school, but instead I think we're taught a load of bullshit. Well, that's my opinion, you don't have to agree. And then you come to the hospital, which is called the FHS Hospital, which is like a parody of the NHS. But this is actually a lot better than the NHS. So the FHS Hospital provides free treatment to its residents and visitors who are sick, injured or giving birth. This hospital also provides dental care, checkups and blood work. We use ethical and organic healing medicine only. If you are in an emergency situation, please call 111 or drop in, funded by LWH Town Hall. So I hope that you like that. This is a free hospital. You do not have to pay. I'm so sorry to you Americans that have to pay for your treatment. I think it's damn right criminal. But in the UK, we have the NHS, thankfully, so we don't have to pay for that. But yeah, you get free treatment, free dental care. Imagine if that was our actual life. I bloody wish. And then you got the Foxwood Church. This Foxwood Church is a place where real spirituality is practiced and promoted. This isn't a place of worship, but a place or... Why have I spelt that wrong? It's not meant to say of, it's meant to say a place for communities to come together and value their lives, offer advice and give thanks for life. This church is also a burial ground for deceased souls. If you would like to book your wedding, just drop by and we will be happy to offer our service to you. So those are the 3 key lots that I just wanted to show you. That is the vibe that I'm going for. I've added descriptions for all of these community lots, police station, stadium, resort. They've all got their own little descriptions. I am really sorry if you can hear my PC, by the way, guys. I thought it was the game sound at first, but it's my PC. It sounds like it's gonna fucking take off. I need a new PC. But I just want to show you the first residential area. This is what I call the Haven's Caravan Park. This is where you would come to either live or rent, and they've got little cute static caravans, lodge homes, and they've even got their own arcade and laundry. I'm going to show you some of it though. I won't show you all because we'll be here all day, but I just want to show you the Sims backstories. So like I said, I've moved in a lot of iconic Sims townies from, you know, Sims 4, Sims 3, whatever. And these are the Caliente sisters. So let me just read out their description. These sisters are known for their partying, especially Dina. After their parents passed away, they both inherited their childhood home. They both made a pact to always stick together and never let a man get in the way of things. But Dina has been swayed by loverboy Don Lothario. Will she decide to move in with him or keep her promise by staying with her sister Nina? So I've given them a little backstory. I've also given Don Lothario his little backstory. I'm not going to read out every single Sims backstory because I'll be here all day, but you can go through this yourself. But he is very much a bad boy. He steals cars. So he is not good for, is it Nina or Dina? I always get mixed up with these two. But I'm going to show you what's going on in their little game right now. Let me not show you all of that just yet. Hold on. Let me come to the home and make sure that they go home as well. I've also given them jobs. I've given them relationships. I haven't built up their skills because we'll be here all day doing that. But let me just bring them back to their home and show you what they look like in their little environment. Who is this now? This is Dina. I always get mixed up which ones they are because they both got similar names. But this is what Dina looks like. I haven't used CC. Let me just explain this. The only CC that I've used is custom content hairs because the friggin' Sims 3 base game, even the expansion pack hairs are ugly as F. I'm sorry, but they are. Do not like them. I haven't bothered with them. So I wanted to add some custom content hairs. I've used the same creator and I've left all of the links in the download page for you, but I'll show you that towards the end how to install that yourself. This is the only CC that you'll really need for the Sims is the hair. I haven't used CC skins or eyes or anything else, so you can use your own. If you don't like how they look, if you think they've got pudding face, I have used a mod that by Lazy Duchess, I believe, or someone else that gets rid of the pudding face, so they look a bit better. But if you have your own skin that you want to use, then you can do that, and it will replace all of the skins for them. But this is what Nina looks like. She's looking a bit angry right now. She's probably playing The Sims 4. Oh no, she's played a racing game. I've given them all relationships. So as you can see here, she's friends with the neighbor, Danny Clavel. She doesn't know their traits or anything just yet. I went ahead and cheated the relationships because you can do that with The Sims 3. You just drag it and it cheats it. But I've made Don Lothario her boyfriend. I've spent a long time building up their relationship. But what's really cool is, you know, like in their description, Nina wanted them both to stick together. She wants them to live together and never be split up because they've lost their parents. She just wants them to be together. You know, she doesn't want her to move out because then the relationship will be, you get the drill. But a cool thing is I've made her hate Don Lothario. So I've made them dislike each other because obviously Don Lothario isn't good for her sister. She doesn't approve and she's you know, he's leading her astray. So they don't get along. So I hope that you appreciate the effort that I put into this. I've tried to make it like have a bit of story progression, and I hope that you enjoy it. But yeah, this is their little static caravan. If you don't know what that means, we have these static caravans in the UK. They're like little holiday homes. I don't know what they call them in the US. I think they call them trailer park homes. Yeah, they do. But in the UK, we call them static caravans or caravans. So that's what this is. And I've just made it look very girly and pink in here because that matches their vibe. Like I said, they've inherited this caravan from their parents. So this is their old childhood bedroom that they used to both share. And this was obviously their parents' bedroom. But now that they're living in here and it's their home, this is now, I believe, what's her name? Nina's bedroom. I always get mixed up with their friggin' names, I don't know why. But this is her bedroom, and then this is Dina's bedroom. Feel free to make this into a more adult-themed bedroom if you like, but I just wanted to make it a bit more realistic. They've got their own bathroom, standard stuff, kitchen, living space, everything that they need. Even got their own car, so they're doing something right. And they've got their own trampoline from when they were a child. And they've even got like their own little beach. Let me just show you what this looks like. They've got their own private beach. I've added a little shipwreck over here just to make it look cool, if you guys think it's cool. And then you got the criminal hideout here, which I believe Don Lothario works here. So if you just click on these rabbit hole rugs here, these are the custom CC rabbit hole rugs that I've put into my game. Click on them and you can join the criminal career. Show you a few more of these. So this is where the Clavel family live. Let me just open this up and go inside. This is definitely my favourite one out of them all, just because of how big it is, and I had a lot of fun building this, I won't lie. I just think it looks really cool. I love how the garden looks with the terrain and things, so I'm going to toot my own horn with this one. I really love it. But yeah, this is where the Clavel family live. This is the mum and the dad, and they're living here with their son. They've got their own backstories, which I'm not going to bore you guys with. You'll have to come and read them yourself. But this is obviously where the son shares. He's got his own little pit bull, and he's a very chav sim. Let me, where is he? Is he here? No, he's not. We'll see him around the world, but he's a chav. Oh, actually, I want to show you. Never mind. Let me just go into Edit Town and show you what he looks like. Because I had to make a chav sim, I just had to do it. And I like buzz cuts, so I really wanted this sim to have a buzz cut. You can see that's his dog there, he's called Blue. But where's Danny? Let me bring him home and show you the chav. Where is he? Here he comes. But yeah, this is Danny Clavel. I've given him a buzz cut, he's very sporty. He is definitely the chav sim of this world. I had to include a chav, he works in the military. And he's a party animal, and I've also made him friends with Dina and Nina, because they're both party animals. He's always partying with them. And what's really funny, which you guys might like, is I've also made the parents really dislike Dina and Nina, because they're partying and they're obviously a bad influence on their son, because they want him to do well with his military career. And they're always getting him to party. Every time he goes next door, they're always getting pissed up, or, I don't know, getting juiced up, whatever you call it in The Sims. So yeah, I've added a little backstory there. I hope that you like it. But yeah, that is the chav sim. And he's got his own pit bull. Make it very fitting for a chav. Hope that you like that. I'm not going to show you the other ones. I've got my custom-made Sims living in here, Amber and Callum. They're not from The Sims 3 or The Sims 4. They're just my own Sims. They live in that little caravan. They've all got different interiors. I don't like doing the whole copycat thing. I like to actually put effort into this just to make them all look unique. And they've all got their own little back gardens. So come and check it out for yourself. See what you think to the other caravan sites. I'll just very quickly show you what the arcade and the laundry looks like. So obviously with this being a caravan holiday park, you need like laundry area, because they can't fit their own washing machines and dryers, so this is where they come to do the laundry. And then they've got their own little arcade, because they're going to need something to do other than just swimming. And then if I come up here, why is it not showing it? Let me go into Edit Town. I'll show you this lodge, because I really love this lodge. I put a lot of effort into this as well. Let me just move into this family. So this is where a daughter and her mother live, mother and daughter, and their cat. They live in this little lodge. Let me just pause it. Turn on all of the lights. Oh, they are on, never mind. It might look a little bit dark. I'll just explain. I really wanted to make it look quite cozy. I could have used those debug lights. You feel free to do that yourself if you know where to find them, but I just really wanted to make it look cozy, so I haven't added those debug lights that you see a lot of Sims 3 YouTubers adding in their builds. I haven't done that. I just really like the lighting and how cozy it looks, so if you think it looks too dark, feel free to add the debug lighting. But yeah, this is their lodge. Let me just show you the exterior. I just think it looks really cozy. I love cozy builds. I love neutral colours. I love just like builds that look like this. I've actually stayed in a lodge that looks kind of similar to this, and this is like the reference that I used for it. But got its own little driveway, own little garden space. Like, just imagine living here in real life. You know that you've made it if you live in a little lodge like this. I think it's very cute. You could even move out this household or age them up to make her an elder, because I feel like this is very much an elderly home. But yeah, they've got their own cat over here. I've added some pets here and there. I've not filled it with horses or anything, because this is definitely not a country world. This is definitely a little beach town, so it's got cats and dogs. You're also going to see deers in this world, which I'll probably show you in the screenshots. But yeah, this is the lodge. I'm just going to show you the empty lots. So what I really want you guys to do, I want to set you a build challenge. Please, please, please take part in this if you do enjoy this world and you love a build challenge in The Sims 3. I really want you to build your own lots here. So these are meant to be residential lots. You could do community lots if you want to, that's totally up to you. But for anyone that takes part in this, all you have to do is just download the worlds, build your lots, and then upload some screenshots onto Twitter, or you can send them to me in a DM. You can even send me them on Instagram, whatever social media you can find me on, just find my links. Send me the pictures, send me what they look like, and I'm going to go through them in a video one day, and I'm also going to showcase them on my Patreon. So please do take part in this. I'd really love to see your builds. I'd love to see what you do in this world. So that is my own little build challenge for you. You don't have to use any hashtag, but you can if you want to. Just use hashtag Littlewood Haven if you want to, but just tag me and I'll see it, and I'd really appreciate it. So that is my build challenge for you. I've gone and given these like a sloped terrain, so you could add stilted homes, whatever you want. Go wild with this, but this is your little build challenge. And I've also got another build challenge for anybody that likes making nectaries or community lots. This is where you would do that. This is originally meant to be the nectary for you to, you know, make your wine or whatever to sell to the locals, but you could build whatever you want here. Why are there horses in this world? I've turned the horses off in the settings, but they're still showing up. I've got nothing against horses, but they cause a bit of lag, so if you do see any horses in this world and you don't want them to be there, just give you a tip. Download the NRAS mod, go into Master Controller, and then go to Advanced, and it says here you can total annihilation, and it will get rid of the horses. I'm sorry, horses, but this world is not built for you. It causes a lot of lag. I've got no stables for them, so they're just going to cause a load of issues. So let me get rid of them real quick and show you this little beach area. So this is the little Foxwood Lane beach. This is one of 3 beaches. It's got its own port, so you can dock your boats here. You can go on these little swan boats, go for a little ride somewhere. And then you've got your own wave station or surf station, whatever you want to call it. And you've got a little place to chill, relax, sit down, and you can even use one of these windsurfers, whatever they call them. I hope that you like the little beaches. You can walk all along that beach if you want to. Your sim can anyway. But here is the next area that I want to show you. This is actually the entrance to this world. Let's pretend it is anyway. If your sim is traveling by a car, this is where they would enter. Let's pretend. But I've made it look like an actual tunnel is in there. I've used like this black terrain paint to go all around that. I'm kind of impressed how that turned out. But yeah, this is what you'd be greeted by. So if your sim is entering this beautiful beach town, they're going to be greeted by a very friendly billboard with pets and a smiling woman. And they're going to have a lot of beautiful palm trees all around it. And they're going to see these luxury pods to their right. So they're going to know it's a very bougie luxury world, which, you know, they're going to need quite a bit of money to move here. So yeah, this is the luxury pods. Like I mentioned, I don't like doing the whole copycat thing where they both have the same interiors. I wanted to make them look different. So they've got different interiors. I'm only going to show you one of these though. I'm going to show you this sim. So this is Gavin Pinkerton. If you recognize him, he is from the Sims 3 base game or one of the packs that came out. I've just given him a little makeover. But his backstory is quite similar. You know, he's like a celebrity sim, he was a surgeon, and he had a scandal. So what I've done is I've changed his backstory a little bit, where he's moved to Littlewood Haven from, I don't know what world he came from. He's moved anyway to this little town to start fresh. And his backstory just says, will he start fresh or will his corrupt ways follow him? It says something like that. You'll have to read it for yourself, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, this is his little luxury pod that he's rented out, even though he lives here, but let's pretend that he's renting this out whilst he figures things out, whether he wants to stay here permanently or move back to his, you know, world that he came from. I don't know. Once you get this, feel free to continue their sim stories if you'd like, but he's got his own kitchen, bathroom, standard things, and his own bedroom, and it kind of matches his vibe. I've made this light a pink colour because he is a very flamboyant camp kind of sim. I'll just show you his personality. So he is a evil, ambitious, and diva, and what's really funny is I've made him and his neighbour rivalries. I think that's how you say it, but they do not like each other. The main reason is because Valerie, she is a country singer and she needs total peace and quiet, and this sim is always partying, he's always having these bougie celebrity sims over. Let's pretend that he's doing that anyway. So yeah, he's causing a lot of problems for her, like with her career, with her sleep. He's always keeping them up at night. But like I said, her interior is completely different to his. They've got different furniture. The kitchen furniture is the same, but I've made it different textures, so it all looks very different. If you want to check out what the interior looks like in that pod, download the world, check it out for yourself. I really like how these turned out because I've done them like on a sloped terrain. I've given them like stilts, whatever you want to call it. But you could also do a very similar thing with the build challenge if you want to, because I've made these sloped. You could also do something similar. You could use this as a build reference if you like, but yeah, that is the luxury pods. I'm just gonna come down here and show you the community lot. So this is the school. Like I mentioned, I've done full interiors of this and I've added the custom content rabbit hole rugs because I just wanted this world to feel real. You know, when you actually come into the rabbit holes, I want them to feel like you're actually going to a school or a hospital or whatever. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like inside here. This is the Foxwood School of Learning. I've already read out the description, so you know what this school is all about. I really love how the entrance area of this looks. It's got its own delivery truck van to bring all of the school lunches and whatever else. But let me just show you how these rabbit hole rugs work. I'm sure if you've played The Sims 3, you'll know exactly what these are, but this is one of the rugs here. Whenever you see one of these rugs on a community lot of mine, it's probably a rabbit hole rug. So this is where you would join the education career. You would go to school here if you are a child sim, attend painting class and enroll in university. I've also added another one over here for the College of Business. So that is the College of Business community rabbit hole rug. And then another two over here for the... Oh, there's so many in that one. I don't know which one it is. I think it's College of Arts rabbit hole rug. And then you've got the College of Science rug there. So I hope that you appreciate that. As you can see, it's got all of the art stuff there, so it kind of matches it. And then in this one, it's kind of computer, tech, science, whatever. But yeah, this is what it looks like. The entrance, it's got its own, what do they call these? Lockers for your school sims to put all of the bags and stuff in it. I wanted to make it look as realistic as possible. It's got its own dining area in here, cafeteria, whatever you call them. It's got all of everything that your school sim would need. Obviously, they're not going to come here and actually learn. They're going to go to the rabbit hole rugs and disappear. But if you wanted to pretend, you could actually do something with these. You could actually have a school teacher and, you know, the kids could actually come here to learn. You know, a lot of this stuff you can actually use, so just use your imagination, I guess. I just really wanted to make the interiors look detailed and cool, and this is obviously where the head teacher would chill out and the teachers would chill. It's got its own little detention area in here. If the kids are naughty, this is where they'll be sent. So I hope that you like it. And at the back, it's got paint easels for you to paint. It's got its hopscotch at the back as well. Let me just put the walls up. show you the back of it. So that's one of the community lots. And then here is like the hangout. So this is where the kids would come to chill, the students, university students would come and chill out, or any sim really, if they just want to come here and chill, have a bonfire, get some lemonade or whatever this is, they could come here. Just imagine this. Imagine having a school like this and you've got all of this land, and that'd be a cool place to come to school, I think. But yeah, I'm starting to talk shit, so let me move on to the next community lot, which I'm actually really proud of. I love how this has turned out. Like, I actually had a lot more fun building the community lots than I did the residential lots. I don't know why, but they were really easy to make. I got through these very quickly. But yeah, this is the Foxwood Hospital, so let me just show you what this all looks like. Giving this a full interior. This is where the rabbit hole rug would be, so this is where you would come to join the medical career or get plastic surgery if your sim wants to do that. And this is the reception area where they would obviously get help. This is like what I would call A&E, emergency department. This is where they would be seen to. They'd have to sit and wait. And it's got its own little cafeteria area. I've got another rug here for the science department. It's got its bathrooms in there with their own wet rooms. It's very realistic to what you'd get in a hospital. And then it's got its hospital rooms in here. So I've tried to make it look as realistic as possible what our actual hospital would look like. It's got its private rooms in there for, you know, patients that need their own private room. And then it's got the rooms in here where obviously you would come and get blood tests or get seen to by doctors. And I've even added a surgical room in here for, you know, your sims to have surgery. Let's just pretend that this is where they would come. And then it's got the office where the doctors would come and do whatever fucking doctors do, I don't know. I will probably talk a lot of shit and I'll probably sound pretty dumb when it comes to explaining a lot of this stuff, but you get the vibe of it all. Let's pretend that this is an ambulance as well, and then it's got all of the doctors' cars. So yeah, that is what the hospital looks like, and then let's go to the church. Very quickly show you what it looks like here. But this is where the Weatherstone has appeared in The Sims 3, in my save anyway, so this is where that will be. Let me just come down and show you what it looks like in here. But it just looks like a traditional church. This is where you would come to, obviously, like it mentioned in the description, you wouldn't come to worship God. You would come to practice spirituality here, give thanks for life and be grateful and learn more about the real spirituality, learn more about the real world, real life, where you came from, where you're going to go when you die. It would actually teach you about facts, and it would be the truth. So that's my idea for this world. Or if you are religious, you know, if you believe in God, if you are Christian or Catholic, whatever, you could use this and use it to, you know, practice religion or whatever. I've got no judgment for anyone that uses this for whatever reason. Enjoy it. Or you could just get your sim married here. This is where they can come and get married. You could decorate it and have a wedding here. So that is what I've done with the church. Let me just show you the back of it. So this is where, you know, any sims that pass away, this is where they can be buried if that's what you choose. Next though, I'll show you the fire station. So I am really proud of how this has turned out. I think it looks cool. I've never built a fire station in The Sims before. This is my first time doing this and I just like how it's turned out. So let me show you the inside of it. So you got one of the sims, oh no, 3 of them. So this is Callum, he's my custom made sim, and then these are NPCs, I believe, that aren't my own, that will just res here. Res, you're gonna have to get used to me saying res. I don't know why I keep saying that. I get Second Life and Sims mixed up, but they're gonna appear here. But yeah, this is the fire station. I don't think it has a custom rug because I don't think it needs one with the fire station. I think you just click on the door. You've got the fire truck outside and you've got the office area where they'd obviously do a lot of admin work, and they've even got their own sleeping place. Oh god, I am so shit at describing these lots. But it's got everything that your firefighter sim would need. And then if you go upstairs, you can see that it's got a whole area here. To get up here, you would just come up these stairs. And then to get down, you could probably just go down the fire pole, or whatever they call it. But it's got a little gaming area and a little kitchen. So you've got your mini fridge, you've got your sink, and you've got your washing dishwasher or whatever that is. And then out here, they've got their own gym space for them to exercise, get fit. And then you can see behind that, it's got the whole stadium area. So I love how this has turned out. This is obviously the football stadium, or you could turn this into a rugby stadium if you want to. But you can see here the rabbit hole rug I've put right in the middle to make it easy for you. And then you can join the stadium, the sports career, all of that stuff, all of the sports stuff you can do there. But I love how this turned out. It looks kind of realistic. I've even added a basketball court here, which we don't have. Well, we do have basketball hoops. I don't know why I haven't added that in there. Well, once you get a hold of this, just add it into there, add the basketball hoop, so you can actually play basketball. I don't know why I haven't added that in there. I must have forgot, but it's got its own car park. But yeah, that is a stadium. Now I'm going to show you the police station. So this town is very low crime. I've actually added that in the description of this lot. It's a very low crime town because it's a beautiful town. There's not going to be much crime, but it does have its problems now and again. So we do need a police department to keep everything in correct order. But this is where you can join the law enforcement career. Let me just show you what it looks like inside. So you'd walk in. I think this looks very realistic because obviously in a police station, you wouldn't be able to take in certain things for protection for them, obviously. So it's got one of those metal detector doors. This is where the reception would be. Obviously, if you've got a problem, this is where your sim would come, you know, if you're going to role play anyway. And then in here, it's just got the standard officers where your detectives or your policemen would, or policewomen would hang out. They've got everything that they need. They've got their own fridge, their own coffee machine, and this is where the head police officer, whatever they call them, chief, whatever you want to call it in your country, but this is where they would obviously chill out. And then in here, it's got its own cell. So if a sim is misbehaving, which I believe Don Lothario will probably be hanging out in here quite often, it's where he'll be sleeping a lot of times because he is a criminal sim. This is where they would stay. So you can roleplay once you get this world and pretend. Right, on to my biggest lot in this world. This one took the most time, but I actually loved how this turned out. I just love how it worked with the whole terrain. Like, it did take a long time for me to do this, but the payoff is worth it. I especially love the pool area, which I'll show you later. But this is the Littlewood Resort. So this resort is owned by the Landgrab family. I have moved them into a mansion in this world, which I'll show you later, but they own a lot of businesses around this world. They're politicians, they have a heavy influence on this world, and they are a very corrupt family as well, as most politicians are, let's be honest. But yeah, they own this resort, and this is where your sim would be able to come and check in. This is like the reception area, the chill out area, and the gaming area. They can do, they can read, they can play arcade games, whatever else. But here is the community rug, CC rugs that I was talking about. This is obviously where you'd freshen up, turn in for the night, and then your sim can check in at this desk. So I think once that they check in, they'd be able to click on this rug and everything would work properly. So this is where you do all of that. I love how the reception area turned out. I love that. You can also work here. Your sim could work here if they want to. They could get a job here, which I think would be a lot of fun, like gameplay wise, working in a resort like this, especially working for the Landgrabs. I think that would be a good storytelling thing for you. But this is the staff room where obviously they would come and do admin work, and then they've got their own gym for guests to exercise. They've even got a spray tan booth, and then restrooms for male and female. So that is like the main area. I'll show you outside in a bit. I want to show you the rooms. I put in a lot of detail in this. If your PC sounds like it's going to take off like mine, or if you can't handle this world, then just come into this lot and get rid of some of these objects, and it should make the lag better. It should reduce it, I hope. I am sorry if you do lag, but I wanted to make this look as detailed as possible. But this is what I'd call the standard room. So this is like the standard room that you'd get for just two sims. They've got their own TV, chill out area. They've got the dressing table, their little bathroom, and a seating area to, look out and see this cool town and see what's going on in this world. But then in the next room, you've got 2 beds, so you can have more sims in here. It's got its own bathroom. It's the same kind of style, but they've got their own hot tub. I wanted to make them look different. I don't want them all to be the same. So like this one, I've made this into a family suite. So if you've got kids, if you are a family household, then this is perfect for them. You know, they can come in here. They've got the kids' beds. I made it all pirate themed, island themed. It's looking very neutral in here. That's kind of my vibe. They've got a hot tub as well and seating areas. And then here is the romantic suite, which obviously you'd have your lover sims if they're going on a date, or I don't know, your elderly sims if they want to come here and relax, then they can have a nice romantic getaway. And then here we have the huts, which you can also come and stay at. So they look very identical. I didn't feel the need to change change it up too much. They're very much copycat in here. These are just two standard kind of huts that are very tropical themed. They've got their own bathrooms, so your sims have plenty of rooms to pick from. And then I'm going to show you my favourite part now, the pool area. I love how this turned out. I love that I added like different colours in here. I got the idea from a reference picture that I found on Pinterest, and I wanted to do it, and I love how it turned out. I love the Sims 3 and how you can create curved pools. Don't know what's going on with the Sims 4. Don't know why that's taking so friggin' long. We've got curved walls now. Don't know why we haven't got curved pools. It feels like the Sims 4, that's going to come at the end of the game's lifetime, and nobody's going to be interested by that point. I'm just saying, look at this. This is what you can have in the Sims 3. Curved pools, and make it look absolutely beautiful, and it's all open world. But yeah, you got all of your seating area out of here. You've got stuff for kids to do. You got the pool slides, whatever this is, a slide, hopscotch. Stuff for adults to do as well. They can play ping pong, juice pong. And then here is the dining place. So this is where your Sims will eat at when they stay here. They've got the buffets all there. They've got the, whatever they call that. I forget what they call it. It's the cafe stall. It's even got a kitchen in there that Sims could use if they need to. Definitely come and stay at this resort, check it out. I haven't actually played in this resort just yet, so I've still got that to experience. I can't wait to do that. I feel like it's fun actually getting a job at a resort with your sim and seeing how they stress with the work that they've got to do. I think that is the most fun gameplay in my eyes, so I can't wait to do that. But anyway, I'm going to show you the festival lot now. So this is a very small festival, but it's got everything that you need, I think. Maybe not everything, but it's got most things that you need. You can see it's got loads of Sims here. It's got a entertainer, like the perfect size for this kind of small world. But yeah, I really love how this has turned out. Look at the view that they've got. But this is where a lot of celebrity Sims or just normal performers would come here. Your Sim could also come here and perform on the stage. It's got a DJ booth, drum kit, it's got all the musical stuff that you need, and this rug here is a dance floor, so you could dance on there. I call these the VIP booths, so Sims would pay a little bit more money and they'd be able to stay in them. And then here is the ticket, so you could buy a ticket. That's just for roleplay. I don't think you need to buy a ticket to be at a festival, but let's pretend that this is kind of like a Coachella and they would buy the ticket to actually come into the festival lot. Let's pretend. Now I'll show you the business lot. This is called SimStar Studio Business. What I wanted to do with this world is kind of make it like a world where celebrities would come, famous Sims, you know, people that want to join the entertainment industry. This is kind of a world for them. Like, not every Sim in the world is going to want to, you know, go down that path, but this is the idea that I wanted to go for. I like creating machinimas in live sim games, so I really wanted to add like a little like movie studio business lot where obviously the actors would come and get their scripts, or I don't know what you do on a lot like this, but let's just pretend. And I've also added this door here, which you could join the film career at. So this is where the rabbit hole would be for your business stuff, for all of your business needs. This is where you'd come to do that. So let's pretend in this world, if you are joining the business career, you will be going into the movie industry and you'll be creating movies, directing, whatever else. This is where you'd do all of that. It's even got Bella Goth on the picture when she was a child. I don't know, is that meant to be an adult? I don't have a clue. Doesn't really look like the Bella Goth in my save, but let's pretend. And it's just got like a little staff area. This is where a lot of the Sims, celebrity Sims, would come and have a meeting. And then if you come upstairs, you can definitely tell the vibe of this. It's definitely a movie studio. You get the drill. The idea that I got from this is Scream 2, you know, the Stabbed franchise, you know, the scene where the woman gets killed in the movie studio thing. This is the idea that I got for this. I wanted to create something like this. So I hope that you like it. It's got all the movie posters, and then in here, this is obviously where what do they call it now? Like the director, the movie director would come. This is where they would be, the one that has worked their way up the chain, like they're producing movies. This is where they would hang out. They've got all of their awards all over the place. So this is their little office. So I hope that you like that. It's even got a bar, make it look as bougie as possible. And then next door, we've got the gym. So what's this called now? What did I call this? Little Haven Gym. The very little gym. You know, didn't feel the need to add a huge gym in my world. This is where the reception is. It's very colourful. It's got aqua kind of theme. And I like how this has turned out. This is where the changing room is, female and male. It's got everything that they'd need. And then you've got the pool area. So this is where they would come and do their swimming lessons or whatever. It's not the biggest pool. I do actually have a bigger pool lot for you guys if you want. I'll show you that soon. But then upstairs, it's got all of the equipment that they need. Like we all know with The Sims 3, if you've played it, the community lots, they don't get too filled up. So I didn't feel the need to add like a huge community lot for the gym. I feel like this is perfect for the amount of Sims that I've got in this world. You could extend it if you wanted to. If these lots aren't big enough, you could always build upon, like build on top of this and make it bigger if you need to. But yeah, it's even got all of these treadmills outside, so, and all of these pull-up bars. Got everything that your sim would need, so I don't feel like you need anything extra on there. But this is a little bar and lounge. So this is the Woods pub that I've called it. But this is like a little bar lounge area. Let me turn on all of the lights so you can see it properly. But yeah, this is a very nice little country styled bar that your sims can come to. They can come do karaoke. They can come perform here. They've got the pool table. Plenty seating. They can also order food and drinks. Got everything that they need. They can watch sports here. So this is obviously like a sports bar. And then it's got the bathroom and just some more seating area outside. This is the little fish and chip shop. So what did I actually call this? Let me click on the door, see what the name of it is. Little Fish and Chippy. So I love fish and chips. In the UK, that is our tradition. We love fish and chips. I do anyway. And I had to add a little fish and chip shop, but look at this sim right here. I've added Agnes Crumplebottom. She's not meant to be working here. She's meant to be working at the bookstore, but for some reason she's working here. I don't know. You'll have to change that if you want to, but yeah, Agnes Crumplebottom's going to be serving your Sims fish and chips. But I like it. I like how it's turned out. I love how I've done the terrain on this. Made one part darker, one part lighter. You're going to see that a lot in this world. I've done that with a lot of my lots. It's just a nice little cozy fish and chippy. But I've got a little stall here. This is a marketplace, so it's got all of the stalls that you'd need. It's got the fruit stalls if you need them. It's got clothing. I don't think you can purchase clothing. I think you need a mod to do that. Yeah, it's got clothing in there. Let's just pretend that you can buy clothes in that little shop and bakery stuff. You got your cashier, book register there. So that is the little marketplace. But I want to show you down here now. So this is the Littlewood Haven beach and beach port. So this is where all of the boats would port. It's got a yacht. I don't think anybody owns this yacht yet. Let's pretend that the land grabs own this yacht. This is actually custom content. You do not have to put that into your game if you don't want to, but I will leave that linked in the download description for you. But yeah, this is just like a nice little port area for your Sims to dock their boats. And you know, obviously this is like an island, so this is where all of the boats would port. And then you've got a little beach area just with some sun lounges. Very basic stuff. But I'll just show you this. So this is what I call Castle Hill. It's not like a proper castle. It's not like what you'd get with the Sims 4 kit. But I did my best. It looks as castle-y as I could make it. So I'm sure that you can get pieces from the store, but I didn't want to add too much store content. I am using a lot of store content, by the way, but I will leave all of that info at the end of the video. I'll explain all of that. I'm just going to show you inside of this right now. So you got the top floor. It's where you'd ring the bell. Your sim, if they're a homeless sim, if you want to do the rags to riches challenge, then this is perfect for them. They could come and eat here, they could sit down. There isn't a bed or anything, but you could definitely add one if you want to, or bring a sleeping bag. But yeah, this is what the castle looks like. I just wanted to make it look as realistic as I could. It's even got its own bathroom, so your sim, like I said, if they're doing the rags to riches, it's got everything that they'd need. Just need a sleeping bag to actually sleep on. But here is the main area of town. This is the community park. This is where you'll find a lot of local sims or visitors. There's plenty to do here. It's a very small park, but you've got, you know, enough activities for your sims to do. It's even got a kids play area here, photo booth and stalls for you to get coffee, whatever, and plenty of seating areas and even art easels for your sims to come and paint. So it's got everything that your sims would need there, but I'll show you the spa. So all of these are community lots and they've all got their own rabbit hole rugs, but I really wanted to just make the interiors look as realistic as I could, like I've mentioned. Show you inside. So this is the spa, but I've also turned it into like a hairdresser's. I couldn't find any hairdressing objects though, so I don't know if there's any CC or store content that you could add, but what I would do is like change these seats to like a hairdressing station if that's what you want to do, or do whatever you want with this lot. But the idea of this is to have it like a spa and a barber's hairdresser's place. But this is the rabbit hole rug. This is where you can get a job, you can get a massage, facial, all of that salon stuff, tattoo, waxed, you know the drill. It's got bathrooms in there. This is where the receptionist would probably be. And then in here it's got its massage rooms, and it's also got a spray tan booth. Stylist station up here if you want to change your Sims look. This is where you do that. I've added a car park area to make it look more realistic. This is where your Sims would park the car if they visit here. But next door, this is the community pool. So this is the largest pool lot that I've done. Definitely needed a community pool in such a beach town, like it makes the most sense. It's always going to be kind of sunny here, most of the time anyway. But yeah, I love how this has turned out as well. This is the kiddie pool, let's imagine. Can't actually make like kiddie pools in this, but this is the kiddie area for your family Sims to come at. It's a very family kind of community lot to do a lot of family activities. But yeah, it's got everything that you need. It's got a slide, it's got the pool bar and seating area, and then if we come inside, we've got the changing area. I love the colours, using the blue, you know, just making it look as realistic as I could. And it's got the shower room and the bathrooms. It's got everything that your sim would need. So that is the community pool. And then come next door. So like I mentioned, the land grabs, they are politicians. This is definitely their kind of community lot. This is probably where they're going to be hanging around a lot. But yeah, if we come inside, you can see I've got the rabbit hole rug here. You can do all of your city hall stuff here, join the political career, change your name, all of that stuff. It's even got the police station. Even though we've already got another police station lot, I wanted to use the same rabbit hole. It just makes it easier. You got the military career there, and I believe that's it. So I made this look like a job centre. This is the idea that came in my head. I just wanted this to look like a city hall that's got a job centre in it. So let's just role play and pretend that this is where your sim would come and find a job or work. This is where politicians would hang out quite often. So the land grabs would obviously have this office. This is where they'd be. And then in here, this is where your sim would come and do all of the government type of things, like changing your name, finding a home, job centre things, I don't know. Use your imagination when it comes to this world. You've got another little office that's kind of the same, and then you've got the bathrooms. I love adding outdoor cinemas. I don't know why, but I love them. I added it in my Second Life Worlds video that I did on my old channel, and people commented on it saying it was really cool. But I love adding them. Like, I just love how this has turned out. So this is where you would come and join the music career and also tour the theatre. This is where you would come and watch a movie. You got the popcorn machine, you got your bathrooms, plenty of seating areas. I really wanted to add some lounges here because, you know, it just looks cool. Like, imagine this in real life. Imagine coming to a home theatre that looks like this. I would love it. I would be here all the time watching the latest movies. I've also added a description in here just saying that you can watch Bella Goth's latest movies, because Bella Goth in my world, she is a celebrity and she is an actress. So this video might be quite long, guys. I apologize, but hopefully you like long videos like I do. Anyway, this is the grocery store. So you can have a grocery store in The Sims 3 if you want. And I've called this the Haven's Whole Food Supermarket. So they actually serve natural foods, healthy foods, foods that are actually good for you. No poison is added into this. It's all good quality food. Imagine that in the real world. Imagine. And it's affordable. So this is the rabbit hole rug. You can shop for your groceries, get a job, all of that stuff. And this is, you can't really buy anything. You could if you had a mod, I think. If you had a mod into your game, I'm sure that you could add stuff, or if you turn this into a proper consignment store, you could set this stuff for sale, I believe. I'm not sure. But let's just pretend this is where your Sims would come to do their groceries, they buy the bakery, buy the fruit, buy everything that they need, the cleaning essentials and all of that. They can even get some candy floss if they want. But yeah, that's where they'd come and do it. I believe I've made Eliza Pancakes work here, so you'll see her here quite often. And then the back of it, it's like a full car park area for all of these lots. So if I come next door, this is the library. What did I call this? Haven's Library. I believe Agnes was meant to work here, so you might have to correct that. I would do it myself, but I've already saved the save and everything, so that would just be a pain in the ass. But this is where she's meant to work. This is the rabbit hole rug right here. You shop for books, get a part-time job, all of that stuff. And your Sim can also come and use the computers if they want to find a job or whatever. This is where they would come to do that. And read books, get some skills built up. This is where they'd come here. It's even got a little children's area for your kid Sims, so it's got everything that you'd need, and that is the library. Then next door, this is the coffee hut. So as you can see, it's a coffee hut. This is where you get your coffee from, and also your bakery. It's very modern looking in here. Is that Bella Goth? No, that's one of the Sims, Mia Spencer. I thought that was Bella Goth then. But then you got the bathroom, you got everything that you need in this little coffee hut. And it's even got outdoor seating, which I love. I've also added these delivery trucks out here. These are for takeaways. So if your Sim wants to get takeaway delivered to them, I've created this little parody of Just Eat called Sims Eat. You'll see it in a lot of these lot descriptions, but your Sim, let's pretend that they can order a coffee, bakery, or groceries on Sims Eat, and it'll get delivered to their house. That's what I've done. And then the last two main community lots are the restaurant and the ice pool club. So I've called this restaurant the Paradise Takeaway. So like I mentioned, you've got Sims Eat, so your Sims could order a takeaway from here. If I come inside though, you can join the culinary career here, or you can eat here, get drinks, all of that stuff. This is where they would order the food, and it's kind of like Chinese themed, so let's pretend that this is a Chinese takeaway, Chinese restaurant, and your Sims can dine here. And then it's got more dining area outside for your Sims. Imagine that. Imagine that in real life. You know, you just ordered a Chinese food and you can sit out here, enjoy this beautiful view whilst you eat your chicken balls and sour sauce and your prawn toast. That's what I personally love. Can't wait to get a Chinese again. But then next door is the nightclub, which I've called the Ice Pool Club. So if we come inside, I'll show you the bottom floor first. This is a very aqua-themed club. You've got your dance floor, you've got your bars, you've got your, what do they call this? You've got this, whatever it is, a drinks, juice machine, whatever. And then you got seating areas for your Sims to, you know, get drunk at, talk absolute shit at. You know what it's like in a club, if you've ever been to one anyway. But then you got the bathroom, and you've even got a ping pong table, or whatever that's called. Is it called ping pong? I have no idea. Come upstairs though, you've got the bigger dance floor, so this is where a lot of the Sims are definitely going to be hanging out, especially the Caliente sisters. You got a seating area there, another bathroom area. It's all very themed. And then in here you've got the VIP area, which I really wanted to add for your celebrity Sims, so like Bella Goth or Judith Ward, because yes, Judith Ward is in my world save. If you've played The Sims 4, you'll know exactly who that is. But they've got their own little seating area, and then outside, more seating areas, because I didn't know what else to add out here. You could also add a dance floor out here if you wanted to, but that is the main community lots done. So now we are going to go into the residential area. Right, so I'm onto the apartments and I wanted to show you what Agnes Crumplebottom looks like in The Sims 3. I've made her from the Sims 4 version and plopped her into here. So she is living in this apartment. I don't think she's gonna be in the apartment in your save file. I believe I've moved her into one of the bungalows, but just for this test, I just want to show you how apartments work, how you can get them to work. Just because I'm not actually adding the debug options to make the apartments functional, you're gonna have to do that yourself. The only reason is I did playtest it the first time and I had a few issues here and there. It was lagging a little bit and I don't know if that was because of the apartment, so it's just easier for me to not include it. And if you want to include it, then just follow the steps in this video and you can make these apartments functional. I'm just going to leave them how they are because I want the world to actually be able to run for you guys. So I'm just going to give you a tour of the apartment first and then I'll show you how to make them actually functional. So these are very luxury apartments. These are for, you know, residents that have some dough, have some money. And this is their whole garage space. They can also park their cars outside. And there's 4 apartment rooms in total, as well as a penthouse suite. They've got their own gym, they've got their own laundry, a restroom, and also a hot tub room as well. So if I come upstairs, you'll see the first apartment rooms. So you've got 2 on the first floor. As you can see, there's a living room, bedroom, bathroom, and then a little laundry area. But I'll show you the hallway. So the hallway looks pretty much the same on the other floor as well, but you can tell they're very luxury. These apartments, I'll just show you if I come upstairs, these look identical just because I'll imagine that these are going to be the apartments that you'd want to hide, and these are going to be the ones that you want to be functional. So these are going to be the NPC apartments here. And then these are what you'd move your sim into if you want to. Or you can move them into this one if you prefer this view. It's totally up to you, but that's the idea that I went from. And then if we come upstairs, we've got another floor of apartments. These are all different, like decor and interior. They've got the same kind of kitchen, but it's just different colours and textures or whatever you call it in The Sims 3. I keep getting Second Life and Sims 3 mixed up, but that's another floor that you can choose from. And like I said, this one will be an NPC. And then you've got the penthouse to choose from if you'd like. So you've got 2 bedrooms upstairs instead of it just being 1 bedroom. And then you've got a nice sized bathroom there and a living room. It's got a huge telly as well as a kitchen and dining area. You've got everything that you need, and you've got the best views obviously on the top floor because you can look out of any side of the apartment. So that is what you've got to choose from, but I'm just going to show you how I actually make these functional now. So I'm going to leave the penthouse how it is. Don't need to mess around with that. I'm going to come to the bottom floor to make it easier for me. So what you're going to need to do first is you're going to need to activate your cheat. So if you go into your cheat bar and then just put testing cheats true, what I would not recommend is activating debug. That's normally the step that you take. I had a load of issues with debug. I could never actually save my build or exit the builds once I activated that cheat. I don't know why, but it doesn't work with the apartments. I think the cheat works, but it doesn't work when you're actually placing down what I'm going to show you. So I've actually installed a mod that always has the debug options. It has them in this collections folder. So this is the mod that I'm using. And if I come down here to buy debug collection misc objects, this is where, you know, the thing that I need for the apartments is going to be. So just going to scroll down. Here is what you need, the public room marker. Just select that and go through every public area. So this is going to be a public area for them, the outside, and then the garage, the gym, just everywhere that's going to be a public area, as well as the bathroom. And then if I come upstairs, the hallway is going to be a public area, as well as this one here. So those are all public areas. Like I said, I'm going to leave the penthouse how it is because that's not public. And then I'm going to need the hidden room marker. This is going to make all of these rooms an NPC room. As you can see, it gets rid of the grid. That means that this is not an active room. I do recommend saving your game before you do try this, because I've noticed that I can't actually get rid of these after I've done it. So I'd recommend saving your game and creating a backup before you actually do this, just to make it easier for you. But I'm just going to go with a flow with this because I'm not saving it. So then we come downstairs, do the exact same thing on this floor. Just make all of these rooms hidden. And then Sims will not go into those rooms. It'll just be NPC Sims. Right, and now we want to make this actually functional for NPCs. So I'm going to press Control and Shift in this buy mode and click on the door, and it'll say make NPC door. Just click on that and do the exact same thing for the door upstairs and any other door that you want to make an NPC door, and then they will start showing up with all of the NPCs. So that is how it works with apartments. But now I'm going to show you the residential lots. So I've gone and separated these. So this little area here is called Applewood Grove. And then this area here, I believe, is called Ocean Street. And then the final area, which is the bougie area, that is called Sykes Estate. So I just really wanted to separate them just to make it unique, to separate the bungalows to the family, normal looking homes to the mansions. So yeah, I'm gonna probably choose to play as the Pancakes. Let me just switch to their household, see what they're getting up to, and I'll show you their home. And I'll show you not all of the bungalows here. I don't want to show it all off, especially the interiors, because I want you to come in and check it out for yourself. But I will show you the main homes that I want to show off. So this is the Pancakes house. Let me wait for things to load properly, but I feel like this house matches them perfectly. When I built it, I never had the picture in my head that I was going to move the Pancakes into this bungalow, but now that I have, I feel like it just matches them perfectly. I don't know who the bloody hell this is. Who's she? Don't know who she is. I don't know why things are taking forever to load. Let me get Eliza Pancakes and show you what she looks like, her sim. Things are finally loaded, but this is Eliza Pancakes, and as you can see with her speech bubble, she is a gold digger. So she is dramatic, perfectionist, neat, grumpy, and a mooch. And I think her lifetime wish is to be a gold digger. She is definitely going to be a problematic sim. As you can see, she works at the grocery store. She's going to be a problem. She's going to be the Karen of this world, if that's how you want to play as Eliza Pancakes. But I think she looks very accurate to the Sims 4 version. I've made her look as accurate as I could. They've also got their kid, like they do in the Sims 4, called Iggy. I don't know where Bob is. I think he's coming home. But this is their house. And I feel like it just matches them perfectly. I don't know why, but the cow print and I just feel like the colours and everything just match them perfectly. So this is Bob. Let me just change his outfit to everyday. No, not athletic, you tit. Everyday. I want to show off Bob in his natural habitat and his natural outfit, you know? But this is Bob Pancakes. I think he looks as accurate as I could make him. Normally Bob in The Sims 4 has a logo on his t-shirt, but couldn't find the one that accurately has it. So he's a slob, he's a couch potato, a natural cook, family orientated and childish. He loves the colour yellow. He's friends with Mortimer Goff because they're neighbours, kind of. You know, they only live up the road. His relationship with Eliza, though, is kind of rocky. I really just want to show you their description because, I don't know, I just want to show you. If I click on them, it says, Eliza and Bob have been going through marriage problems. They both want different things, as Eliza wants to live a life of luxury, whilst Bob wants to live the peaceful suburban life. Will they work things out for their son's sake? I wanted to give them a little bit of a backstory. I have no idea who this sim is. Probably someone that they work with. No idea, but they've got a beautiful back garden, I'll say. You know, they've got everything that they need, so they're living good. I don't know why Eliza is such a friggin' Karen, but that's Eliza for you. So then if we come next door, this is where the Wolf household live. They are from the Sims 3 base game. I'll just show you what their interior looks like. I've gone ahead and added a lot of this rock texture all around. You're going to see that in a lot of the builds that I've done. But I love how the kitchen's turned out. It's very wood themed. And the entranceway, I've also given them a little laundry room, their own bedroom. They've got their own walk-in wardrobe. Let's pretend that this is a proper walk-in wardrobe, because unfortunately we don't have built-in wardrobes going all around it. You know what I'm talking about, like a full-on walk-in wardrobe. I've had to just use these countertops and then a dressing thing. I'm sure if you use custom content or store content, you'll be able to make it look more like a dressing room in there. But yeah, they've got their own ensuite, so it's got 2 bathrooms, and then it's got a living room, the piano, Very luxury, beautiful home. And then this bungalow, I love how this has turned out. I actually used this as like the main inspiration for this world. This was the original lot that I wanted to build and then work around it with the other lot. So this is the lot that you have to thank for this world if you do like it. This is, I got like inspiration from, I don't know where it was from actually. It was a house that I saw on YouTube and I fell in love with it. It's a very Australian themed house. And I really wanted to build it in The Sims 3, why not? So here it is, I'll just show you, it's got a garage, a firefighter sim lives here, what's his name, Donovan Steele, he is a 1-star celebrity, he lives here with his dog Brady, but once you get this world, you know, in your save file you can move your sim into this if you want to. Everything you need, very white, neutral themed in here, that's kind of the vibe that I wanted to go for, but I love this little hut that they've got as well. This is where he can do his what is this called, jam session, piano, I don't know, but he's also got a reptile or iguana in there and then a pet bed, so very good for a sim that has a pet. But yeah, I love that. And then I'm going to show you Crumplebottom's home. So this is where I've moved Agnes Crumplebottom into. I'm not going to show you the inside, but if any of you have watched my Second Life videos, I hope that you'll recognise this. This is actually based off the Linden home. I thought, why not? I just really love that Linden home in Second Life, and I wanted to build it in The Sims 3. You know, just thought, why not? So this is what it's based off of. I'm not going to show you inside of there, though. I want you to actually come download this world for yourself and check it out as well. But this is where Agnes Crumplebottom lives, and it just looks very similar to what I made in Second Life, like with the interior and things, so I love that. Then next door, this is another unfurnished home, so if you wanted to move your sim into this area, Applewood Grove, you could use this house and furnish it yourself. I've done all of the like landscaping for you, not all of it, but the basics. Added the fence all around it and the porch area, so you could add your own little garden here if you've got a dog or whatever you want to add out there. And it's got, I think, 2 bedrooms and 1 living room, bathroom, kitchen, standard stuff. So, but then we come to another one of my favorite bungalows. This is one that I also built in Second Life, but I never made a video for it. It was just my own personal build, and I wanted to build it in The Sims 3, so here it is. I am not going to show you inside of this because I have a separate speed build coming out of that, of how I built this, if you want to check it out. And this is going to be like titled My Dream Home, because this is literally what I would live in real life if I could. Like, this is like my dream kind of home, is a little bungalow, enough garden space. But this definitely matches my vibe, especially the interior and the office area, just everything about it. So if you want to see what the inside looks like, either download the world or wait for my speed build to come and you'll see it. But Applewood Grove, Ocean Street and Sykes Estate, they've got their own private beach. So this is the final community lot that I wanted to show you. It's just like a nice little beach area, but this is all private. Like, imagine that. Imagine your own private beach. That is the dream. Got its own little coral reef, kinda, and then you can easily get access to the main beach just by walking along there. But I brought you to Ocean Street now. I'm going to show you the most famous house in this whole town. This is where the Goff family live. You can already tell whose car this red one belongs to. But this is where the Goff family live. They've got like a beautiful lodge home. This, I could have made it look a bit more gothic, but I'm not into the whole gothic style. I feel like this lodge just matches them a bit more. So you could change the interior to match them a little bit more, like change the wall colours and the furniture colour to reds and blacks if you want to, but I don't like that colour scheme. I'd rather just move them in here, and you guys, when you get the save, you can do whatever you want. But this is what the garden looks like. I love how this has turned out, but look at their view. This is the whole view that they've got. If I take you inside, I'll show you the bottom floor first, and then I'll show you what the Sims look like. Like I said, Bella Goff, she is a famous movie star, so of course she has to have her own home theatre. Like I mentioned, you could change all of these seats to like reds and blacks if you wanted to match their personality more. But they've got a guest bedroom, guest bathroom, a nice little entranceway for the basement, and then they've got the garage space. And then you come upstairs. I'll very quickly just show you what they look like in my save. So this is Mortimer Goff. He's got all of his different iconic outfits This is Cassandra Goth. I've also given them 2 dogs that look pretty much identical, but they're male and female. One of them's called Wanda, one of them's called Wick. Wanda and Wick Goth. And then here is the icon herself, Bella Goth. I hope that you do like her. I'm using custom content here, like I said. I feel like this looks like Bella Goth, how she should look. I really love it. I've added her iconic necklace, iconic red dress. You get the drill. And she's got some very nice outfits as well. So if you want to play as a Goth family, they are ready for you. I don't know where the son is. Alexandra Goth, I think he's coming home. Yeah, he looks pretty much the same as what he does in The Sims 4, kind of. I don't know where he is. I can't be bothered waiting for him. You'll have to check him out yourself. But I'll just show you around the rest of this lodge. So this is their living, dining, kitchen space. Let me just put it on full view. You can see they've made a friggin' mess in here, so when you do get into this save file, you're probably going to have a lot of messiness that you're going to have to clean up. You know, they've lived in this for a while now, but there's the dining room as well if they want to have like a separate dining room. They've got the study, and this is where I believe, what's his name? Alexandra Goth sleeps. And then if I come upstairs, this is where Cassandra sleeps. They've got their bathroom there. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place. I don't want this video to be over friggin' 2 hours long, guys. And this is where Bella and Mortimer sleep. It's not the biggest bedroom, but you could always extend this if you want to. She's got her own walk-in closet. Same with Mortimer as well. And their own ensuite bathroom. This house here is Judith Ward's house, and I've already done a speed build on that, and I don't want to show you what the interior looks like. If you really want to desperately see it, feel free to download this world, check it out for yourself. But this is where Judith Ward hangs out. She's also got her own dog, which is called Puff Ward. Yeah, she lives there. I don't know where she is right now. Right, so I've gone and got Judith Ward out of work and brought her here. She's chilling on the lounger. She doesn't look the best in this lighting, but she looks a lot better in Creator Sim. And if you've got lighting mods, or if you've got CC that can make the skins look better, or something to do with the Sims, if you can make this look a lot better, then, you know, I'll leave that up to you. I still have to do that myself, but I didn't want to give you guys more custom content to download. I just felt like it was easier not using a CC skin, but this is what she looks like in The Sims 3. I've made all of her outfits look identical to what they do in The Sims 4. Well, as close as I could get. So I hope that you appreciate that. And if you want to see Judith Ward in your world, or if you want to play as her, this is where she lives. She lives in a very retro kind of house. She's got a very retro kind of car. Could have made it white or red, but I felt like this matches this build a little bit more. But you can change whatever you like. If you want to see what the interiors look like, then all you need to do is just watch this speed build when it comes out, or download the world and check it out for yourself, which I hope that you do. And finally, I'm going to take you to Sykes Estate, which is where all of the mansions and luxury mega mansions are. So this is the first one. I'm not going to show you inside these mansions because I've done a speed build of them. I might show you the last one because I think that's my most impressive one. I spent a long time on that one, but this one is the first one that I built. This one is actually inspired by a Second Life house that I decorated. It was by a creator called Onsu in Second Life. If you've ever played Second Life and you know who that creator is, feel free to tell me in the comments if you think I did a good job. But I'll show you a picture side by side of what I'm talking about. So the house below is an Onsu house, and I did all the landscaping and obviously added all the trees and the decor and things, but the house itself was not created by me in Second Life, by a different creator, and I wanted to make it in The Sims 3 because I didn't really know what else to build, and I loved the look of that house, so here it is. I've made it look pretty identical, I would say, to the Second Life build that I did. So even got the pool at the back. It looks pretty much identical. Inside, it looks kind of identical, but obviously I don't have the same items that I did in Second Life, so I've had to, you know, just make it look as good as I could. But I really love how this has turned out. This, especially this area here, let me just turn on these lights, turn on them all. But this especially, I love the landscaping that I did on here. Let me know what you think to it. If you think it's a bit OTT and there's too much going on, feel free to come into this and delete some things, but I like to make my builds look detailed. So yeah, I hope that you do like this. I have a speed build coming out, so I'll show you what the interior looks like as well. So the Landgrab family live in this house. I think it matches them perfectly. They own, like I said at the start, they own a lot of property in Littlewood Town, so they definitely needed to have a big ass mansion. They also live here with their son, Malcolm, who's at school right now. I can't show you him. This is what Nancy looks like. She looks a bit extreme in this lighting. Let me just see if she puts her face forward or something. The lighting's not the best. It doesn't do them any justice, but in the best lighting, they actually do look pretty decent. And I've made her look as accurate as I could to the Sims 4 version. And then you got Malcolm. He doesn't really look like the Sims 4 version. I've tried to make him look a bit like it, but I wanted to add him into like a business suit because obviously he's the mayor of this town and he owns a lot of property. So he's a political leader, and I don't think it'd be right for him to be walking around in just a normal standard shirt. So I've zhuzhed him up a little bit. They've also got a dog. They didn't have a dog in The Sims 4. You know what's crazy? I've played The Sims 3 for such a long time and I never realised that there were actually deers in this game because I was playing the console version, and when I finally did get a hold of the PC version, I never was able to play it fully because I didn't have the best PC. But yeah, we got deers in The Sims 3. I've seen them like running around my world, which is really cool. I'll just press play so you can see it. So yeah, you got deers in this town. Well, this is the second mansion. This is where the Spencer family live. The Spencer family are very rich and successful. I believe the dad is a chief policeman. Let me just double check their careers. So Dave Spencer, where's your career? Lieutenant. And then Mia Spencer is a music talent scout, so she's high up there. And then, what's your name? Jay Spencer, superstar. Their daughter is a character modeler, so she is interested in like game development. And then the daughter, Noella Spencer, is a fan of music, so she's just starting out. This would be good for any of you that want to play as this household. You'll be able to play as Nia if you want to. Noella, sorry, not Nia. And progress with her music career, because that's her dream. She wants to be a big musician. But yeah, this is where they live. I'm not going to show you inside because I've already done a speed build of that. I'll show you the interior when I upload that build, or you can check it out yourself when you download this world and play in this big house. I really do love the interior. I love how that's turned out. It's got a lot of bedrooms. As you can see, they got a basketball court because obviously the son Jay, he's into sport. So they've got a basketball court, they've got a beautiful pool area, and a stunning garden, I think. I did an alright job with this. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Don't be too fucking brutal. But yeah, this is their mansion, and it's got kind of a farm mansion vibe to it. So if you've got another world that's a farm world that you really love, feel free to come and download this lot, place it into your farm world if you really like this lot or any of my lots. I will not mind if you do not want to play in the world, but you want to come and steal some of the lots. Just don't claim them to be as your own and we're all good. Right, and on to the final mega mansion. This is where the Howard family live. I've brought them all home, so the cars are all showing up. I don't know why the cars are always gone in these lots. I want to show you what the cars look like next to the builds because it adds to the personality a little bit. As you can see, they're very rich and successful, is this family. They're called Howard, what do you expect? That's their last name, but yeah, I love how this has turned out. I especially love how I did the terrain in this one. I feel like doing the terrain like this in your builds will make it look a lot more detailed. I just really love that I did that. I don't know how I got that like idea, but it just popped into my head, so I like how that turned out. Let me know what you think, but I love this mega mansion. I will say though that this mega mansion and the family in the mansion do cause a bit of lag. I've noticed when I'm playing with this household, I do lag a little bit. So if you don't have the best PC, I'd recommend, like, I don't know what you could do. Probably get rid of some plants and objects, because I'm going to show you the inside in a second and show you how packed with objects this is. Maybe get rid of some of them if you are lagging, just in case you desperately want to play in this build. But hopefully it's not going to be too bad for you. But for me, my PC is on its last lifespan, so yeah. But I'm going to show you inside and then I'll show you the family. So this is the guest house. This is where the owner of the home, John Howard, and his fiancée Polly Maloney share. If you know who Polly Maloney is, she's been in The Sims 3 for a while. She's like an iconic sim that a lot of people have made YouTube videos on, so I think you'll know who that is. I've made her look a little bit different in my world save though, but that's Polly Maloney, and she's getting married to one of the most successful Sims in this town. So if you want to call her a gold digger, go ahead, but I'll show you the Sims backstories in a bit. But this is their office. As I said, they're a very rich, successful family, so they need their own office to do all the fucking admin shite. And this is where they sleep. So obviously I needed to put John into the guest house. I don't know why, but let's just say that the kids have just recently moved back home and they've moved him into the guest house. I don't know why I actually put his bedroom in there. I think I was originally going to put it somewhere in the house, but none of the rooms made sense for him, so I've had to put him in the guest bedroom. Because when I actually built a lot of these homes, I didn't create the Sims first. I built them. Why do I keep saying built the Sims? I made the Sims last. So yeah, I had to work with what I've got. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, this is the main entrance. It's very grand, very luxury, matches these Sims very perfectly. This is the kitchen. I'm going to zoom past a lot of it because I have done the speed build. I don't want to show you every single part. And then this bedroom belongs to the youngest son, who's called Scott. That belongs to him. I feel like that bedroom matches him perfectly. Got the dining room, and then you got the main living area, which is very coastal themed. I love how that's turned out. So they've got their own gym, very luxury mega mansion. They need their own gym. They've got a little quiet chill out area to read the books or whatever. They've even got their own spa. So they're living frigging good, man. They're living really good. This is another one of the bedroom. This is where the daughter Sophie and her husband or fiance Henry live. I can't remember if they're married. They've got a child, Sarah, and she lives in here. But also Jenny, she is staying here for a while. I can't remember her backstory at the top of my head. I think she's moved out from her ex-boyfriend or something and moved back at home, so she hasn't got her own bedroom, unfortunately, so she's having to share with Sarah, her niece. And then they've got their own home theatre. So I love how this looks on a night time. I'm not going to show you. You'll have to come and see for yourself, but it looks really good on a night time with the lighting, I think. And then look at their garden space. Imagine that in real life. Imagine owning that. I don't think I'd want to own a house this big, a mansion this big. I think it'd be too much fucking cleaning. You'd have to get a nanny and a maid and all this shit. I don't think that lifestyle's for me. I'm okay with a little bungalow, easy to clean, easy to manage. But I'm going to show you the Sims now, show you what they look like, what they're getting up to. But yeah, this is John. He is a very grumpy kind of Sim, as you can see with his face, like a slapped ass. He is insane, over-emotional, hot-headed, family-oriented, and an angler. But he is engaged to Polly. As you can see, I've built up their relationship in this world save. Doesn't give the best lighting, but you can see he's not the fucking friendliest guy in this world. And I am sorry that I keep swearing. It's a British thing. But if I go back to these Sims, I'll just finish them off. But yeah, they're engaged, and I've also edited their relationships to match it more. So as you can see with Jenny, if you scroll over here, she hates Polly because she feels like Polly is trying to get into the will and take over their family fortune, which obviously the kids want. You know, that's their dad. This is their home. They want the family fortune. They want to inherit it. And she's got grubby hands on it all. So they're not a fan of her. Feel free to play this story however you want. Go through all of these Sims backstories. They are into different things. I think I made Sophie interested in home. Yeah, fabric fetcher, so she wants to be an interior designer. I think the boyfriend or the husband, whatever he is, I think he's into sport, but you'll have to come in and check it out. I've also given them a dog. But yeah, come in and check out this household for yourself, play with them if you like, but you're going to see them wandering around this town. So that is it for my world save. I'm now going to show you how to download this thing. So if you come onto my website that I've linked in the description, I just want to show you this picture though, not this one, not The Sims 4. I just want to show you this. Let me know what you think to this. I put all of it together. I've added my world and used a lot of Sims 3 renders. I think it looks cool as fuck. I tried to make it look like a Sims 3 box cover. Let me know what you think to that. But if you go into downloads, click on that one. Read through my blog. I recommend that, just so you get everything right on how to install it all. I've added a description, all of the details, so it's a small world, all of the lot sizes are in there, and all of the information on the rabbit holes and the custom content and packs or content that I've used. But I especially love this picture, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm gonna. I like how this looks. I think it looks cool as fuck. Looks very similar in the thumbnail as well, but This is what the whole world map looks like. I've added their own, street names just to make it cool. I don't know. I just like doing this kind of shit. And then it has all of the details at the side, all of the world info, but I love how that's turned out. I want to show you this first. So this is the custom content and the mods that you are going to need, just so everything's showing up the way that I've, showed you in the video, just so everything runs right. So I definitely recommend getting the rabbit hole rugs. They are essential for the community lots. If you're just going to be using the empty world, then you will not need that. But just click on that and I'm going to show you how to download everything. But then I've put all of the hairstyles into their own merged folder, zip file, sorry. So I've put all of them together on Google Drive. Just click on them. You will need the hairstyles if you are getting the populated save that I've done. If you're not getting the save, then you won't need that. And the yacht, let me just show you. If you want in this yacht, it's a CC yacht by a different creator. If you want in that, then you'll need it. But if you don't want it, then you'll just have to replace it with a boat that you've got in your game. Then the community pull sign. So I just want to say I couldn't find the correct link, so I've just had to add this into my own Google Drive, but this is by a creator called Ted High. I believe they are a YouTuber. I was watching one of their YouTube videos, and that's how I found this mod, but I couldn't find the video again, so I've had to put it into my own Google Drive. If that creator ends up watching this video and's got a problem with that, let me know and I'll take it down, but I've added it there to make your life easier. Just the pool recolor is just the community pool sign. Instead of it being green, it's now a blue color, just so it matches my world more. That's all it is. You won't really need it, but it's up to you. And then with the world lighting mod, if you want the world's lighting to look how it does in my video and in my pictures, then you will need that mod. That is the one that I've used. And then the Lazy Duchess Smooth Patch. So this is another one that is optional. It just makes your Sims 3 game run a lot smoother. It's what I'd recommend to anybody, especially if you're new to The Sims 3. If you've not played it in a while and you've always had a load of lag issues, definitely get that mod. You'll have to read all of their info. And then the MRAS. Most people that play The Sims 3 have this mod. It just keeps your game in check. Don't know how else to describe it. It just keeps your game running well and gets rid of all of the bugs and unwanted shit. But then we come into store content, so I recommend reading all of this. I'll just give you a short summary. I've not used every single store content. As you can see here, I've linked every individual piece from the creator that I found it on. I've kindly put it all together into 2 different folders just to make your life easier, so going to click on those. If you cannot be asked actually downloading every single item, then these 2 folders are perfect for you, and you just place it into here. So I've tried to make it all simple and easy to read. I'll just mention the store world items like these. I haven't installed the worlds, I've just installed the items only, like I've mentioned right here. So yeah, that is the main info. Let me stop spazzing out. But then come on to the download part. So the download is actually on my Patreon. I'm sorry, but I have to put a paywall behind this just because a man has to eat. I spent over a year working on this world. And I know that I don't own The Sims 3 or the worlds, but I've seen other creators making a Patreon, sharing their world later on and giving you guys early access. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I spent a long time working on this and I just want to have, a bit of payment from it, whether anybody wants to actually buy this from me. So I'll just bring you to my Patreon and show you the membership. So if you want to just be a supporter, you don't really get anything, but if you just want to say thank you for your videos, then this would be for you. Thank you if you do that. Thank you if you do any of these, but with the Sims 3 Worlds, it is just $5 a month. I don't think that's too bad. You can cancel it anytime that you want, because obviously I'm not going to be uploading every single month, so it's totally up to you, but that's just a way for you to get the world. You just join that, and then you have the correct download link. And once early access is done, I don't know when it'll be done. I don't know how long I'm keeping it on early access, so I won't say for certain, but once that is done, you'll just have to check on my website, and you'll be able to get it for free if you are patient enough. But I've just left everything here for you to install it. I've left all of the information, how to install the world, and also how to install the save file. And to remove the world, and the save file, you just delete the files and clear your cache. These are all of the pictures. Feel free to go through them if you really like the look of this world. And I have got more worlds coming. I'm not going to say for definite, but I have got plans to make more worlds. So that is pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you do end up, you know, getting this world from Patreon and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Going through a freaking cost of living crisis. I'm not trying to guilt trip you or anything. You do not have to pay it. I'm just saying it would massively help me out. So I appreciate it. Thank you, legends. And that is it. I will see you guys in the next Sims 3 video, whenever that will be. Bye-bye.